Okay, let's have this one. Eccentrically loaded connections. Okay, so we have here the figure shows an eccentrically loaded bracket. P is equal to 15 kilonewton. Bolt diameter is 28 mm. If theta is equal to 0, ibig sabihin your P is vertically applied. Determine the shearing stress acting at the most vertical bolt. Solve lang for centroid. How do we solve for the centroid? Sige daw. Pag-set lang kita in reference. Say this is our reference. Okay? Then say the area of each bolt is 1. So we'll have, using the Vergnon's theorem, the total area is 3. 3 times x bar is equal to, for bolt 1, let's name this bolt 1, this is bolt 2, and bolt 3. Okay. For bolt 1, that is 1 times 0 plus bolt 2, that is 1 times 0. And for bolt 3, that is 1 times 90. Distance kasi niya along the x is this one, 90. Okay? Then your x bar therefore is equal to 90 divided by 3 is 30. 30 mm. Okay, so as for y bar naman, this is 3y bar. For number 1, that is 1 times 0. Tapos ano sa naman, that is 1 times 75. Is that right? 75 plus 1 times 75. Opera and y bar. That is 75 plus 75, 150 divided by 3. 50 mm. This is from the reference origin. Okay ha? Bubutang ko didi. 30 and 50. So, hindi da iton? Somewhere here. Okay, ano din daw. The distance here nga di is 50. 50, tapos distance naman ni ate Candidi nga di is to 30 mm. Now, kita hain dida it pinaka most vulnerable nga bolt. Drawing nato dito para dako it figure. Nasa ring. This is 75 and this distance is 90. Tapos ani mo centroid is ani din hi. The distance of the centroid from this distance is 30 and what else? This distance naman is 50. Ang valuehan P is 15 at a distance 300 from the leftmost. Adi diyan imo P ano? Adi diyan P ha. This is your P acting at a certain distance. This distance from here, this is 300. So, ano ito distance from the centroid? Ini nga distance, pero ito hiya. 300 minus 30. Pero itong hiya, 270. Okay, Pero nga distance nga hi. 90 minus 30, that is 60. How about this distance? That is 75 minus 50, that is 25. Okay, let us identify the equivalent force system. Okay, the equivalent force system, take note, may daan mo PDD. Ini nga P, hinga nga didi diha centroid. Okay, kadi ko an P, tapos i-erase ko dito an P. An equivalent force system. But since may daan niya eccentricity, may daan niya gihap didi torque. What's the magnitude of the torque? That is, pero an P adto? 15 kilonewton, di ba? Ang torque nimo is 15 kilonewton multiplied by the eccentricity. What's the eccentricity? 270. So this is 15 times 270. That is 4050. 4050 kilonewton mm. Mas upadaan 15, express natin here in terms of Newton. That's 270 mm. So this will be 4,050,000. Actually, ito na yung value aton torque. In Newton mm. This one, this is 15,000 in Newton. Okay? Kita I-identify natin it mga forces. Diri lang ang iyang magnitude and mga direction laanay. For due to the force P, may have, let's name this. This is bolt number 1, this is bolt number 2, and this is bolt number 3. For bolt number 1, may mo din force upward. Din naman may force upward. Also din may mo force upward. That is due to the 15 kilonewton force. Now, due to the torque, the direction should be in opposite direction. May mo didi number 1 laanay. Number 1, may daan mo along the x, may daan mo to the left, along the x. Kay dapat opposite direction and torsion nga ma-create hini nga force. Ani man it iya gin-opos kasi ningit yan nga torque. The torque is clockwise. So dapat ang torque nga maka-create hini nga force is counterclockwise. Tas dili naman may da nasugad. Diba? And also here at number 2, may niya force tipa ka diha obos. And may niya force tipa ka diha right. Left pala. And here may niya to the left. And may niya upward also. Upward, diba? Yan. Okay. Let me isolate them. Yan. So, which of the 3 bolts are the most? Kasi ang pakaya na kasi dito, shear stress of the most critical bolt. Hayo nilit pinaka-critical. Sige daw. Kita daw niyo.
Third.
Number
3.
Number 3,
Three,
diba?
sir.
Number 3. Sige. Let's try to solve. Let's denote this as, let's name this Vx. And let's name this Vy. Tapos, adi naman, this is V na lang, ano? Para, for the sake of discussion lang, this is V. Let's try to solve for V lang and block na force. Your V is equal to, paano ito? 15,000 Newton divided by, tira nga volts, 3. So, your V is equal to 5,000 Newton. Okay, may ka na V. O, sunod, ang Vx. Vx is equal to, ano to? Torque times the radius all over J or AD, summation of D squared. Okay. Kualanin natin yung summation of D squared. Sige daw, Didi. Summation of D squared. This is equal to, pera, for dili lang kita bolt number 1, D squared. Ang x nimo is pera at nga distance. That is 50, di ba? Tapos ang iya x naman is 30. Adi man nga distance, 30. So we have your 30 squared plus 50 squared. That is for bolt number 1. For the bolt number 2, that is, if this is 50, pera nga distance. This is 25. And this distance is still 30. This is, your x is 30 squared. And your y is 25 squared. Plus, ano rin naman? So, what is this distance? Yung x ng bolt number 3. That is 60, di ba? 60 squared. And the distance niya is 25. Y distance. This is equal to, did you get the same answer? 9150
Yes, sir.
mm squared. Mm squared ba? Mm squared, di ba? Sige. Butang natin dito. Your torque, what's your torque? 40, 50, tulungan 0. Ba? 4,050,000. Multiplied by, hay natin solve. Di kita ha, number 3 kasi ang pinaka-vulnerable. Ang atong solve is Vx. What's the distance of Vx, perpendicular distance, from the centroid? 25, di ba? 25. So this will be 25 here. All over 9150 squared. So your Vx is equal to, pera, 11066. This is in Newton. Vx pala ito niya. Dito Vy. Basically the same torque. It mag-iiba la rida. Kaya butang ko dito 4,050,000 multiplied by Vy na kita. What's the distance of Vy from the centroid? That is this distance. This is 60, di ba? Kanina. Kasi the distance from this distance is 90 kasi. Ay, nadto. 90, di ba? 90. Tapos 30 man. So, distance ikan din hinga didi is 60. So, that's why 60. So, didi 60 over 9150 mm. Opera ni Vy. This is in Newton. This is the final answer. So how do we solve? How do we solve for the final answer? This is not the final answer, ha? Nasugad. How hindi da it y? An aton v, that is along y or along x? Along y, di ba? Naton ini nga v. Kita daw, along y. So, i-add natin hiya, didihan y. 2, 6, 5. So, your shear at y, the shear force at bolt number 2 is equal to the square root of your Vy is 26557 plus your V naman is 5,000 squared plus yung Vx mo 11066 squared. Your V is equal to, the answer is 33441. This is in Newton. Or this is 33.441. This is in kilonewton. This is the shear force. Shear force bang yung papakiana? A problem. Determine the shearing stress. Stress man, di ba? Oh, force pala ito niya. Stress nga ni, ano to? Force over area. Anong area? Cross-sectional area. Pi over 4 times, what's the diameter of the bolt? 28. 28. 28 ang diameter. Oh, 28 dd. This is 28 squared. Okay naman. This is equal to, that is, dapat ang akong gagamitin din is in terms of Newton para megapascal it result. 54.309. This is in megapascal. This is the answer. Any question? May pakiana?
Sir, adto nga 15,000, din consider laanay as downward force? Kay inclined man adton force.
Theta is 0.
Okay.
Number 1. Rated number 2. If theta is equal to 0 and the shearing stress on each bolt is limited to 50 megapascal, determine the maximum force P that can be applied. Ada kaya na pabaliktad. And P ang ginbibiling, an aton force is limited to 50 megapascal. O sige. Start kita 50 megapascal. Baro pabaliktad naman it aton pag-solve. Shear stress is equal to 50 megapascal. What is the shear force here? That is 50 times, what's the area? Pi over 4. Ano sa nga bolt ha? Ano sa nga bolt ini? 28 squared. Your shear force therefore should be, for 1 bolt only, the result is 3788. This is in Newton. Okay? That is in Newton. Take note, ito nga V mo is, ano ini? Vx squared plus Vy squared. But take note again, your Vy, that includes the force coming from the force P. Okay? Sige. Let's try to solve for Vx. This is equal to Perato and V. 3788. This is in Newton. You are solving for the value of your Vx. Ametia. Tapos take note and imo Vy. Along y man ini. Not to be confused talaga kami din hikuan. Your Vy is composed of the force V and Vy. Vy na. V along y is composed of the V and the Vy. Ano man? Aditak, ibig sabihin ha, adi nga V plus yan nga Vy. Okay. Adi nga V nga 5,000. Adi ito nga V. Plus yan nga Vy. V plus Vy, amo ito niya ang total Vy. Okay? Total Vy is equal to V plus Vy. So, dapat di ka mo ma-confuse. Or, para di kita ma-confuse, buta ka na natin yung hinti. To indicate nga total. Total Vxt squared, Vyt squared. May total din here. Tapos ang natin Vyt is equal to V plus Vy. Yan. So how do we solve that? We can express everything in terms of a single force P. Diba? Pwede natin i-express. What's the formula for Vxt here? This is the torque. Yeah. The torque times X man here. Pinaka-vulnerable nga po again? What's the most vulnerable bolts? Number 3, diba? So number 3 aton babasihan. Pagkuha at value t. Okay, Vx kita laan ang indicated Vx. What's the distance of Vx from the centroid? Distance of Vx from the centroid, that is 25. So 25 dd. So this will be torque times the 25. Di kita maraman torque, di ba? Over, what's your J? J is still the same. Di naman magbabaliw. J is still 9150. Di ba? 9150. This is 9150. Okay? And Vy naman, nari kita. Vy. This is your Vx. I-delete ko na lang ini. Vxt. Vx mo is equal to Vx man la. So, di ko na ibubutang ang Vx. Tapos na lang din, this is Vy. Your Vy naman, this is torque multiplied by the distance of the Vy is 60, di ba? 60 mm. Over, still 9150. And your V naman, that's just the force P divided by how many volts? There are 3. Okay? Now, you have separate aton unknown din he. Let me rewrite this. Take note an aton working formula is this one. Vx squared plus V plus Vy squared. Amo init yan he. Take note ang Vyt naton is V plus Vy squared. Tas ang Vxt naton ang Vx lang. Diba? This is our working equation. 3788. So this is 3788. 3788. This is equal to the square root of your Vx is, kitaan niyo ito, Vx nito. Vx natin is T25. Okay, we have to express T in terms of P pa. Take note, T is P times the eccentricity. Ano nga eccentricity ito gagamiton? Same lang ako, di ba? Wala man nagyakan ang problem, maging liwat natin ang eccentricity. So same lang ako, 300 minus 30, that is 270. That's an eccentricity. So this will be, you can rewrite this as P times 270 times 25 all over 9150. Yun naman, this is P times 270 times 25 all over 9150. Diba? Let us try to simplify para diri kita damit ato nagsusolve. This is equal to 270 times 25 divide 9150. This is so 0.77377 times P. Here naman, this is equal to 27P times 25 divided by 9150. Ano?
Sir, dapat 60 po.
60 ngayon. Sorry. Napausap pareho ba? Dapat 60 pala din. Sorry. 60. Oh, di ba in terms of pinatanan, nakita din this is 0.7. Pero ikaw pag round off, ha? 77P. Squared, ha? Squared. Kitaan nyo yung equation. Yun naman ang dy is 1.7705 P squared. No. Sayop. Ang x, ayan, 1.7705 P plus, ang v natin is P over 3. This is squared. Yan. So as you can see this equation, the only unknown here is the P, diba? So this can be written as 3788 squared 0.7377 P squared plus 1.7705. Sige daw. Is quantity plus 1/3. Right here. 2.011038. This is 2.1038 P squared. Solve for P. What's the value for P? I got 13810. 06. Are you still there?
Yes, sir. Same la, sir.
Same ba? This is in Newton. 13,810, 0.061. That is in Newton. That's how you solve. Di ba baliktad lang natin?